Our Twitter poll question of the day happens to revolve around a St. Louis staple, toasted ravioli, and what your thoughts are on it. Love it, hate it, meh, or I didn't know that was a thing. I think this guy, Josh Dunne, probably has an opinion on this.
I mean, it's an easy love it. Like, if you've never had it, you got to try it. It's fried ravioli. Like, it's the best. So,
are you doing it as an appetizer, as a meal, a dessert? Like, I would think like you could probably put maple syrup on there and some whipped cream. And
you know what? That's a game changer. I haven't thought about that.
Oh, yes, a game changer.
I kind of like it, but no, I usually most places will serve it as an appetizer, but it's just like anytime we'd ever get pizza growing up, obviously, you got to get the toasted ravioli, too.
Okay.
Like, you can't have it without it, you know?
So, is toast... I didn't even know that was a thing. So, is St. Louis, like, style ribs or barbecue more famous, or is it toasted ravioli more famous?
I think that's a good question. I think it's, like, a very niche thing, the toasted ravioli, but I think we're known for our barbecue. St. Louis barbecue is the best. So.
Yeah. I know when we went... Duffer and I had an excursion late at night one night in St. Louis, and
it had nothing good. It didn't have toasted ravioli or ribs.
Yeah,
so. You got to text me next time.
We were looking for the ribs
at 4 a.m. I don't know if I don't think you're taking that message.
Yeah.
But who's the grill master in your house based on all of this?
My dad is. We do mostly like steaks, but my sister's. My sister's husband's father-in-law. He does a bunch of barbecue stuff, and like we'll go over to his place, and like, oh my goodness, it's incredible. But we live like right down the street from a couple good places, so yeah, we're spoiled with barbecue down there.
And the music scene, because Duffer's huge in music scene. When we go on the road, especially those type of cities, he looks for the concerts and the good spots, and sometimes unknown artists. But are you big in the music scene? Do you like something specific?
I mean, I kind of like it all, but I agree. I think St. Louis is just such a cool city to where there's so many cool little things that they're like the toasted ravioli or some of the jazz or some of the music down there that's like you can't really find it anywhere else. So I love it.
Yeah. Well, it's good, but we're playing the St. Louis Blues tonight, so it's not about them, right? That's
exactly.
No, it's about Josh.
It's about you. That's right. Well, I say it from St. Louis. That's why. So that's good.
How do you describe your hockey family, you and your siblings?
I think the first word's actually competitive. Like it was funny growing up. We could never play a board game because it would end up in like a fist fight. Like it just it never worked out. So, I think that's the thing. So we're super competitive, but it's healthy now. We've kind of mellowed out a little bit in that regard. But no, we all our parents never played hockey, ironically, growing up. But I got into the sport and roller hockey when I was younger, and my sisters were like, "That looks like fun." So we all got in, and I think it was easy for my parents just to stick us all at the rink all day. So
can you rattle off for our audience all your siblings and their alma maters?
Yeah. Jessica's the oldest, Ohio State. Jincy's the second oldest, Ohio State. Then myself, Clarkson University. Josie, she was at Minnesota, then transferred to Lindenwood now, which is actually in St. Louis, so it's kind of pretty cool. And then James, Oklahoma State, and then youngest sister Joy, Ohio State.
How did you enjoy your time at Clarkson and that little area that is pretty cool, like in upstate New York, like near the Canadian border?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Like it's an unbelievable area. We're so close to Lake Placid and right next to the border. So I went there in the summers too, and it's so pretty in the summers. And it was awesome because it was my first time I was introduced to a lot of like Canadian players on my team because most of our team was from Canada. So we'd always go to Montreal and Ottawa on some of our off days and our Lake Placid. So it's a great area. It's super small, but like they treated us so well for hockey, and it felt like a little pro town. So it was a great school, great people. Actually, a ton of Western New York people go up to Clarkson. Yep. Really, I didn't realize that till I was kind of up there, but I loved my time there. I love the people there, and it's an awesome school.
And just to go back to your siblings, Joy's going to be here this week, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Rivalry
right.
series?
Yeah, so actually, to make it even funnier, so Joy is coming in to play. My girlfriend is actually on Team Canada.
Come on.
So it's kind of hilarious they're playing against each other. Yeah.
No. Who's that?
Ella Shelton. She's a defenseman. Yeah. So it's pretty
we
funny.
had Sarah Nurse on yesterday on the show. I mean, we should have asked a lot of questions about Ella and found out some of the trick or treat. So wow. So, you have a game Saturday, but they also play tonight.
They
right?
do in Cleveland. Yeah,
in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So, man,
and Joy's having a terrific season right now, right?
Yeah, she's awesome. She's grown so much in her game. She's having a great year so far. So I'm really excited for her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's really cool. So, what do you put your Team Canada T-shirt on under your Team USA jersey? How does that work?
So I always make the joke, and I'm non-confrontational, so I always try to stay out of it. But they got me a shirt that said USAEH.
Oh, yeah,
the
okay.
Canadian flag, the US flag. So if I have to wear anything, I'll wear that. But no, it's awesome. I'm so happy for them both. They've both been unbelievable and. Worked so hard to get to this moment, so I'm really excited for them to get an opportunity to play in such awesome rinks and get this opportunity.
Do either your siblings or your girlfriend ask you about part of the games that you see, almost like a trained eye to give them some tips, or do they try to stay away from that? It's not about work. Work stays at work, and we just talk about other things.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously our relationships are first and foremost most important, but we'll bring up stuff about hockey as well. I mean, when you watch Darlene at the blue line, you're you kind of have to bring it up, you know? You're just it's so impressive. Or you see some of these guys, or you see some of these plays, and you're like, oh, geez, this is crazy. You got to see this. You got to try this. You got to look at this. And so, for me, that's I love it so much, and I know they do too. So I want to share. It's I just saw this today, incredible. I just learned this today. So This is an awesome experience for me too, just learning each day from some elite players and playing against them and with them, and just seeing some things that I'm having so much fun.
How do you describe this stint in the NHL for you right now?
It's awesome. I think for me, the older I've gotten, the more I appreciate every opportunity I get, just because you never know, it's pro is so day to day that you can't focus too far ahead. And I think early in my career, I took some stuff for granted, but I think now I'm just so thankful every single day, and just try to focus on what I can bring each day and trying to be the best teammate and person I can be. And whatever the day calls for, from in the lineup, from out of lineup, whatever practice is, just trying to help the group however I can, and just try to learn from the experiences and just understand how fortunate I am to be in this situation. So I'm so thankful for right now, but I'm also trying to enjoy it and work hard and make the most of it.
You mentioned how competitive you guys were, all your siblings and yourself. Who sent you the first text when you scored the other day? Is there a timestamp and you're like, ha, you get bonus points, a better Christmas present. You were the first one on the list.
No. There's a group chat, though, and they were just blowing it up in the group chat, and it was cool. It made it really special. That's just because they've seen my whole journey. They've been with me from the start, and so for them it was special, and for me it was special just to have that support group and just realize how thankful I am. So I that was probably the most important thing for me.
My kids have this thing where it's a group text, but it's do not open until later. So they text in the group, but they leave it unopened.
Yeah.
Did you rush to your phone to see what was happening after the game, or did you give it some time and you're like, okay, now I want to really take that in?
I think I gave it a little bit of time just because I wanted to make sure I did everything I had to first before I got in there. But I made sure it was on Do Not Disturb so my phone wasn't blowing up there, because they'll text quite a bit in those group chats. So, but yeah, I took some time, and like I said, just so thankful for the support I have and the group I have.
What ultimately led you to this organization after you had a really big playoff with Cleveland a couple of years ago?
Honestly, I think a lot of it was from them just believing in me from the start, and that was kind of the same reason with the Clarkson in the first place, just the belief, and I could tell this organization believed in me. Like I said, after my season, after my playoff run, I'd had some unfortunate injuries, and they didn't hesitate, and there's a lot of familiarity playing against Rochester so much that they've seen me a lot, so it wasn't just we like them. It was they knew me as a person, as a player, and I know Apps saw me play a lot, Carmanos, and there's just a lot of familiarity, and I honestly, I think I played Rochester more than any team as well. So for me, it felt really good, felt really comfortable. Like I said, I was familiar. I knew a lot of people up in the area from my Clarkson days, and I've heard great things about it. And so for me, it was just it wasn't even that hard of a decision. It just felt like the right place right away.
You guys have switched up the lineups a little bit, right? You've played with different players, but it seems like the role and the identity of your line is staying the same. How do you communicate with whoever's playing, if it's, Krebs, or if it's Malenstein, or if it's Gertson, or if it's Tyson Kosak, to be able to say, hey, listen, this is what we have to do. Do you guys get together before the game or in game to make sure that you're on the same page?
Yeah, I think the communication's the biggest part, especially when you're new to playing with line mates. You have to realize which each of your strengths are, what you can offer. And so playing with a guy, for example, like Mal, he's so good in the forecheck that if you go and support him quick, you'll get those pucks back. Yeah. And so for us, it's there's a lot of communication involved and understanding that we're fourth line and a lot of our strengths are very similar with playing hard, playing physical, getting our nose over pucks. And so I think for us, it's just trying to get to that as soon as we can. And it's been great playing those guys because they work so hard, they compete so hard, so they make it easy for you to kind of do your job and not have to focus on.
I'm going to steal that. Get your nose over pucks.
Yeah.
Meaning you're in there, you're on top of the puck, you're going one-on-one battles, and you get your nose on top of the puck.
Yeah, exactly. You just you got to want that puck, and I've heard that from coaches growing up, and I think it's a really good one because it actually it makes you focus on getting over that puck rather than kind of reaching in there or
with the tip of your stick.
Exactly.
I don't know. Get your nose over that puck.
And I think it's a strength for all of us. We're all very big, strong players, and so when you do that, it's hard to move guys off pucks.
Mm-hmm. Any Blues memories as a kid?
Well, actually, my favorite player was Cam Jansen growing up. So. he was a St. Louis kid playing for the Blues, but a lot of memories of him getting in fights and waving off guys and just fighting like John Scott. I'm like, this guy's an animal. So, but I actually got to meet him a couple years ago, and I've gotten closer with him. But it's I think for me that was a lot of them, and then just watching that Blues team grow up during kind of my younger days with David Backes and Oshie and Perron and those guys. It was just so awesome. I loved the way they played. They competed so hard, and they made the city really proud to be a Blues fan.
Were you a big Marty Brodeur fan when he joined the Blues?
Oh, it was a great pickup. Yeah, it was
everybody, there's not a lot of people that do remember that actually happened.
Oh,
but he was there for a little bit of time. Ryan Miller was there as well.
I remember that. I was like, this guy's a legend. That was great.
How did that happen?
I know. So no, I remember that they had him. They had some great goalies in Halak when he was playing really well, and
Halak and Brian Elliott were like a tandem together. They were good.
Yeah, they had some awesome goalies, and so for me it was just awesome.
Remember when Turek was there, big, tall lefty.
Yeah, they even had Ben Bishop for a little bit too at one point.
Former Sabre.
Yeah.
Paper transaction.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it was awesome watching them grow up and just how hard they competed, the way they played, and I think that's a little similar to how I wanted to play, and so I think watching them made it easier for me to kind of lean into that identity as well.
Yeah. Very cool. Love the trip down Blues memory lane. Good luck tonight against St. Louis, and thanks for the awesome insight. Really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much.